Self-control is the foundation of all great achievements. The ability to control your mouth, mind, mood, and money defines your potential for success. Most people fail not because they lack talent or opportunities, but because they lose control over these four areas. The mouth speaks words that cannot be taken back. The mind gets distracted by irrelevant thoughts. The mood shifts without warning, and money slips away unnoticed. If you can master these four elements, there is nothing in life you cannot conquer. It starts with discipline, but it grows into an unstoppable force that shapes your destiny. Your mouth is not just a tool for communication, it is a weapon. Words can inspire or destroy. What you say in moments of anger, frustration, or excitement can have consequences that last a lifetime. A single careless word can break trust, end relationships, or ruin reputations. Yet when used wisely, your words can heal, motivate, and lead. Speak with intention. Think before you speak and understand the power your words carry. Silence at times is more powerful than speech. Hold your tongue when emotions are high, for what is left unsaid often speaks louder than any outburst. The mind is a battlefield, and your greatest enemy is often your own thoughts. Doubts, fears, and insecurities can take root and paralyze you if left unchecked. Learning to control your mind means taking command of your thoughts. Focus on what matters and let go of the mental noise that distracts you from your goals. Meditation, mindfulness, and positive affirmations are not just buzzwords, they are tools to train your mind. Remember, your thoughts shape your reality. If you fill your mind with negativity, you will see the world as a dark place. Fill it with positivity, and the possibilities become endless. Mood swings can derail even the most focused individuals. You might wake up feeling motivated, but one bad interaction or small setback can ruin your day. Controlling your mood is about resilience. It's about understanding that your emotions are temporary and that you have the power to choose how you respond to situations. Practice emotional intelligence. Learn to recognize when your mood is shifting and take steps to stabilize it. Whether it's taking a walk, deep breathing, or simply pausing to reflect, find what works for you. A controlled mood leads to better decisions and a more balanced life. Money is a tool, not a master. Yet, for many people, it controls their lives. The lack of financial discipline is the root cause of stress, broken dreams, and unfulfilled potential. Controlling your money starts with understanding its purpose. It is not about hoarding wealth or spending extravagantly, it is about managing it wisely. Create a budget, live within your means, and invest in your future. Avoid impulsive purchases and think long-term. Remember, money can either be a source of freedom or a chain that holds you back. The choice is yours. The interplay between your mouth, mind, mood, and money is intricate. Losing control over one can impact the others. For example, an unkind word can lead to regret, affecting your mood, which then distracts your mind and ultimately influences your financial decisions. This chain reaction can either build or break you. To avoid this, approach life with a holistic mindset. See these elements not as separate challenges, but as interconnected pieces of a greater puzzle. Mastering one strengthens your ability to master the others. Control starts with awareness. Before you can change anything, you must first acknowledge where you are losing control. Pay attention to your habits. Do you speak without thinking? Do you let small things ruin your day? Do you spend money impulsively? Do you allow your mind to wander into negativity? Take a hard look at yourself. Awareness is the first step toward improvement. Once you identify your weaknesses, you can work on turning them into strengths. Your mouth can build bridges or burn them. Every conversation you have is an opportunity to connect, understand, and grow. Instead of speaking to dominate, speak to learn. Listen more than you talk. When you listen, you gain insights that can guide your decisions. Let your words reflect wisdom, kindness, and strength. People remember how you made them feel more than what you said. Use your voice to inspire and uplift, not to tear down or belittle. The mind thrives on discipline. Just as you exercise your body to keep it strong, you must train your mind to keep it sharp. Limit distractions. Social media, endless notifications, and irrelevant gossip are thieves of time and focus. Set aside time each day to think deeply, plan your future, and reflect on your progress. A focused mind is a powerful mind. It can achieve the impossible when aligned with clear goals and unwavering determination. Mood control requires self-awareness and patience. Accept that you cannot control external events, but you can control your reaction to them. Learn to detach your emotions from situations. When someone angers you, pause before reacting. When something excites you, pause before acting. This pause is your power. It gives you the time to think, evaluate, and respond in a way that aligns with your values and goals. Emotional maturity is not about suppressing feelings, but about managing them effectively. Money management is a skill that everyone must master. It's not about how much you earn, but how well you use what you have. Understand the difference between needs and wants. A new gadget may bring temporary happiness, but investing in your education or health has lifelong benefits. Make your money work for you by learning about saving, investing, and financial growth. A financially secure life is a peaceful life. It allows you to focus on your dreams without the constant worry of survival. The journey to self-control is not easy, but it is worth it. Each step you take toward controlling your mouth, mind, mood, and money brings you closer to the life you desire. It's a process of transformation that requires commitment, effort, and consistency. There will be setbacks, but don't let them discourage you. Progress, no matter how small, is still progress. Celebrate your victories and learn from your mistakes. Surround yourself with people who encourage self-control. The company you keep has a profound impact on your habits and mindset. If you are surrounded by negativity, chaos, or impulsiveness, it will rub off on you. Seek out mentors, friends, and communities that value discipline, growth, and positivity. Together, you can achieve more than you ever could alone. Positive influences make the journey easier and more enjoyable. Time is your most valuable resource. You can always earn more money, but you can never earn more time. Use your time wisely to work on yourself. Dedicate time to learning, growing, and improving. Don't waste it on things or people that do not add value to your life. Every second you spend on meaningless distractions is a second you could have spent building your future. Respect your time and others will respect it too. The ultimate goal of self-control is freedom. When you master your mouth, mind, mood, and money, you free yourself from the chains of regret, impulsiveness, and chaos. You gain the ability to live life on your terms, to pursue your dreams, and to build a legacy. Freedom is not the absence of rules, it is the ability to create your own rules and live by them. Self-control is the key to unlocking this freedom. True strength is revealed in moments of restraint. When you choose not to say something hurtful, when you silence the urge to react impulsively, when you resist the temptation to indulge in fleeting pleasures, you demonstrate mastery over yourself. Control is not weakness, it is power. The world may try to provoke you, but your response is entirely within your control. By maintaining composure, you not only protect your peace, but also gain the respect of those around you. Every act of self-control reinforces your inner strength and solidifies your character. The greatest battles you will ever fight are the ones within yourself. Your mind, left unchecked, can become your worst enemy, filling your thoughts with doubts, fears, and distractions. But when you train your mind to focus, to filter out the noise, and to stay aligned with your goals, it becomes your most powerful ally. Start each day by setting intentions for your mind. Decide what you will focus on, what you will ignore, and what you will accomplish. A directed mind is a disciplined mind, and a disciplined mind can achieve anything. Your mood does not have to dictate your actions. Too often, people let their emotions control their decisions, leading to regret and missed opportunities. Understand that feelings are temporary, they come and go like waves. When you feel overwhelmed, remind yourself that this moment will pass. Take a deep breath, ground yourself, and choose to act in alignment with your values, not your emotions. By mastering your mood, you create stability in your life, even in the face of chaos. Money is a mirror of your habits. How you earn, spend, and save reflects your priorities and discipline. Many people believe that more money will solve their problems, but the truth is, without financial control, no amount of money is ever enough. Start by understanding where your money goes. Track your expenses, identify wasteful habits, and make a plan to allocate your resources wisely. Invest in things that bring long-term value rather than short-term gratification. Financial discipline is not about deprivation, it's about empowerment and freedom. Words spoken in haste often lead to regret. Before you speak, ask yourself 3 questions. Is it true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? If the answer to any of these is no, reconsider saying it. Your mouth should be a source of wisdom, encouragement, and positivity. When you speak with intention, your words carry weight. They have the power to inspire, influence, and create lasting change. Silence can be just as powerful as speech, especially when it is used to listen, reflect, and understand. Your thoughts shape your reality. What you think about, you bring about. If your mind is filled with negative thoughts, you will attract negativity into your life. But when you focus on positivity, gratitude, and possibilities, you open the door to abundance. Controlling your mind is about taking responsibility for your inner dialogue. Replace self-doubt with self-belief. Replace fear with faith. Your mind is like a garden. What you cultivate is what will grow. Choose to plant seeds of hope, ambition, and resilience. Mood control is an art that requires practice. It starts with recognizing the triggers that disrupt your emotional balance. Is it criticism, rejection, or failure? Once you identify these triggers, you can work on desensitizing yourself to them. Learn to respond rather than react. A response is thoughtful and deliberate, while a reaction is impulsive and often destructive. Train yourself to pause, assess the situation, and choose a course of action that aligns with your higher self. Emotional stability is a cornerstone of success. Financial freedom is not a distant dream, it is a result of consistent actions. Start small but stay consistent. Save a portion of every dollar you earn. Avoid debt as much as possible, and if you must borrow, do so responsibly. Understand the power of compound interest. It can either work for you or against you. Educate yourself about finances. The more you know, the better decisions you can make. Financial literacy is a skill that can transform your life and provide you with opportunities that others can only dream of. Mastering your mouth, mind, mood, and money requires patience and persistence. There will be times when you slip up, when you speak without thinking, when your mind wanders, when your emotions take over, or when you make a poor financial decision. Do not let these moments discourage you. Perfection is not the goal, progress is. Every step you take toward self-control brings you closer to the life you desire. Learn from your mistakes and keep moving forward. The power of your mouth is not just in what you say, but also in how you say it. Tone, timing, and context matter just as much as the words themselves. A kind word spoken at the right moment can change someone's day or even their life. Self-control is a form of self-respect. When you master your mouth, you show respect for others and yourself. Words are powerful. They can either build bridges or burn them. Choose your words with care. When you speak with kindness and intention, you elevate your character and influence. There's a reason why silence is often called golden. It gives you time to reflect, to weigh your words, and to respond rather than react. In a world full of noise, the person who speaks with clarity and purpose stands out. Your mind is a battlefield and your thoughts are the soldiers. If you allow negativity to lead, you will lose the war before it begins. But when you take charge of your mental landscape, when you challenge limiting beliefs and replace them with empowering ones, you take control of your life. Start by questioning your thoughts. Are they helping or hindering you? Replace "I can't" with "how can I replace this is impossible" with "what's the first step?" The way you think determines the way you live. Mood control is not about suppressing your emotions, it's about understanding them. Emotions are signals. They tell you what's happening inside you. When you feel anger, it's a sign that something important to you is at risk. When you feel sadness, it's a sign that you need to process a loss. Acknowledge your feelings without letting them dictate your actions. Name them, understand them, and then decide how to move forward. By mastering your mood, you gain the ability to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. Financial control is about more than just numbers, it's about mindset. Many people live paycheck to paycheck, not because they lack money, but because they lack discipline. Break free from the cycle of impulsive spending by developing a long-term vision for your finances. Ask yourself, what kind of life do I want to live? What legacy do I want to leave? When you have a clear purpose for your money, it becomes easier to say no to short-term temptations and yes to long-term goals. Every time you resist the urge to say something out of anger or frustration, you exercise your power. Words spoken in the heat of the moment can cause irreparable damage. But silence, when chosen wisely, can preserve relationships, build trust, and demonstrate maturity. Practice pausing before you speak. In that pause lies the power to choose your words carefully. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes. Over time, you will find that controlling your mouth not only improves your communication, but also your relationships. Your mind is like a computer, and your thoughts are the programs running it. If the programs are outdated, full of errors, or infected with negativity, your life will reflect that. Update your mental software regularly. Read books that challenge your perspective, listen to podcasts that inspire you, and surround yourself with people who uplift you. Remember, what you feed your mind determines its output. A well-fed mind produces clarity, creativity, and confidence. Take responsibility for what you allow into your mental space. Your mood can be influenced by external factors, but ultimately it is an internal choice. Life will always throw curveballs, traffic jams, rude people, unexpected setbacks. But you have the power to choose how you respond. Will you let these moments ruin your day, or will you rise above them? Develop rituals that help you reset your mood. It could be as simple as taking a deep breath, listening to your favorite song, or stepping outside for fresh air. Small actions can have a big impact on your emotional state. Financial control begins with understanding your habits. Track your spending for a month and analyze where your money goes. Are you spending on things that align with your values and goals? Or are you wasting money on things that bring temporary satisfaction? Awareness is the first step to change. Once you know where your money is going, you can make intentional choices to redirect it toward things that truly matter. Financial freedom is not about having more, it's about needing less and being in control of what you have. Mastering your mouth is not just about what you say, but also about what you choose not to say. Sometimes the most powerful statement is silence. Silence can communicate wisdom, patience, and strength. It allows you to observe, to listen, and to understand. When you hold your tongue, you avoid unnecessary conflict and give yourself the gift of peace. Remember, not every situation requires your input. Sometimes your silence can speak volumes. Your thoughts create your reality, but only if you take action. Visualization is a powerful tool, but it must be paired with effort. Picture your goals, imagine yourself achieving them, and then take steps to make them a reality. Your mind is a powerful ally, but it needs direction. Give it clear instructions and back those instructions with consistent action. The combination of a focused mind and deliberate effort is unstoppable. Your mood is contagious. When you walk into a room, people can feel your energy. If you carry positivity, confidence, and calmness, you uplift those around you. But if you bring negativity, anger, or frustration, you drag others down. Be mindful of the energy you bring into spaces. Choose to be a source of light and encouragement. Not only will this improve your relationships, but it will also attract positive opportunities into your life. Financial control is the foundation of independence. When you manage your money wisely, you gain the freedom to make choices that align with your values and aspirations. You are no longer tied to a job you hate, dependent on others for support, or stressed about unexpected expenses. Financial discipline gives you the confidence to take risks, the resources to seize opportunities, and the peace of mind to enjoy life. Start today, no matter how small your steps, they will add up over time. Control over your mouth, mind, mood, and money is a lifelong journey. There will be moments of triumph and moments of triumph and moments of struggle. The key is to stay committed to the process. Celebrate your progress, learn from your setbacks, and keep moving forward. Self-control is not about being perfect, it's about being intentional. Each day is a new opportunity to practice, to grow, and to become the best version of yourself. The path to mastery is not easy, but it is worth it. When you control your words, you build trust. When you control your thoughts, you create possibilities. When you control your emotions, you find peace. And when you control your finances, you gain freedom. These are the pillars of a fulfilling life. They require effort, but they also bring rewards that are priceless. Take charge of your life and watch it transform in ways you never imagined. Control is not about restriction, it is about liberation. When you master yourself, you free yourself from the chains of impulsiveness, negativity, and dependency. You become the captain of your ship, steering it toward the destination of your choice. Self-control is the ultimate form of empowerment. It allows you to live with intention, to achieve your goals, and to create a life that reflects your highest potential. Embrace the journey of self-mastery, and you will discover a strength within you that is unshakable. Control over your mouth is not just a skill, it's a discipline. It requires you to think before you speak, to pause before you react, and to listen more than you talk. When you master this discipline, you become a person of integrity and influence. People will trust your words because they are spoken with care and intention. They will value your presence because you bring wisdom instead of noise. Silence your ego and let your words reflect your values and your vision. Your mind is your most valuable asset. It is the command center of your life. Guard it fiercely. Be mindful of what you expose it to: social media, negative people, endless distractions. Every input shapes your thoughts, and your thoughts shape your destiny. Feed your mind with knowledge, inspiration, and positivity. Engage in activities that stimulate your creativity and sharpen your focus. A disciplined mind is a powerful force that can overcome any obstacle and achieve extraordinary things. Mood control is the art of emotional intelligence. It's about recognizing your feelings without being controlled by them. It's about responding instead of reacting, choosing calm over chaos, and finding balance in the face of turmoil. Practice gratitude to shift your perspective. Gratitude turns what you have into enough and reframes challenges as opportunities. When you cultivate gratitude, you find joy in the present moment and strength to face the future with hope. Money is not the root of all evil, it is a tool. How you use it determines its impact. Will you use it to build a life of freedom and purpose? Or will you let it control you? Financial control starts with clarity. Know what you earn, what you spend, and what you save. Set goals for your money, whether it's buying a home, starting a business, or securing your future. Discipline yourself to live below your means, and invest in what truly matters. The way you speak to yourself matters as much as the way you speak to others. Self-talk shapes your self-image. If you constantly criticize yourself, you undermine your confidence. But if you encourage yourself, you build resilience. Speak to yourself with kindness and belief. Replace self-doubt with self-assurance. Tell yourself, I am capable, I am strong, and I am worthy. Your inner voice is your greatest ally or your greatest enemy. The choice is yours. Your thoughts are seeds and your life is the harvest. Plant seeds of hope, courage, and ambition. Water them with action and nurture them with patience. Over time, they will grow into a life filled with purpose and fulfillment. But beware of planting seeds of doubt and fear. They will grow just as easily if you let them. Be intentional about what you allow to take root in your mind. You have the power to create the life you envision. Mood control gives you the ability to rise above your circumstances. Life is unpredictable, and challenges are inevitable. But you are not defined by what happens to you. You are defined by how you respond. Choose to see setbacks as setups for comebacks. Choose to find lessons in every failure. Choose to remain calm in the storm. The more you practice, the more you will find that peace is not the absence of challenges, but the mastery of them. Financial control is a form of self-respect. When you manage your money wisely, you show respect for the effort it took to earn it and the opportunities it can create. It's not about being stingy, it's about being strategic. Learn to differentiate between needs and wants. Prioritize long-term security over short-term gratification. Invest in experiences and education that enrich your life, and avoid the trap of consumerism that promises happiness but delivers emptiness. Words have the power to heal or to harm. Be mindful of the impact your words have on others. Speak to uplift, to inspire, and to connect. Avoid gossip, criticism,